good morning to all senior officers of the Indian Navy present here and dear friends from the press and media. Greetings from the Indian Navy on this occasion that marks the penultimate event preceding the Navy Day. To my right, seated is Commodore Indrajit Dasgupta. He is the warship production superintendent who heads the warship overseeing team at Kolkata and oversees the indigenous ship construction projects for the Indian Navy at GRSC and other local shipyards. To my left, seated is Commander Sudipto Mehta, who besides other responsibilities is also the Navy's PRO in Kolkata. As the naval officer in charge West Bengal, I take this opportunity of a few minutes to brief you on the significance of the Indian Navy and also share some information on how the Indian Navy has grown over the years since the country's independence in 1947 and where it is headed to in the future. On 4th of December this year, we shall celebrate the 51st Navy Day. The 4th of December every year is celebrated as the Indian Navy Day to commemorate the daring and audacious devastating attack carried out ingeniously by Indian Navy missile boats on Pakistan naval warships and the Karachi port on the night of 3rd and 4th of December 1971 under Operation Trident. This naval action crippled the Pakistan Navy, its mercantile fleet, and wiped out its strategic fuel reserves. The success of Operation Trident on the western seaboard and the blockading of Chittagong Harbour on the eastern seaboard by the Indian Navy contributed to the overall dominating results of the Indian Armed Forces in the Indo-Pak War of 1971. These naval actions also mark a turning point for the Indian Navy as a maritime force to reckon with in the region. The theme for the Navy Day this year is combat ready, credible, cohesive and future-proof, which indicates the Navy's readiness to respond any threat from the sea and its ability to deliver a credible and cohesive response wherever and whenever called for, whilst also continuously preparing for the future. During the period up to and on the Navy Day, the Indian Navy conducts several activities at different locations around the country to connect all citizens with their own Navy. In West Bengal too, several naval activities themed Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav were conducted. These included community interaction programs or CIPs in coastal fishing villages of West Bengal, relief efforts in the state as and when called for, especially in low-lying coastal areas in districts of South 24 Parganas and Purbi Midnipur. Warships made port calls at Kolkata and were kept open for NCC cadets, school children and youth in order to motivate them about the service. Naval band concerts were conducted from 9th to 12th of November, as you are aware, with performances at the Laskar Memorial, City Center 1 at Salt Lake, and the maiden performance at the Navy Aircraft Museum in Rajarhat in our city here. A motorcycle expedition was also conducted from INS NETAJI Subhash is here to INS Kilka in Odisha and back, covering a total distance of 1,500 kilometers, that is one way, 750 kilometers, to spread the awareness about the Navy as a career option. Like previous years, this year too, medical camps were conducted by the Indian Navy for the benefit of needy fishermen, community, and villagers, they being the eyes and ears of the Indian Navy for coastal security. One such medical camp will also be held on the 7th of December. The Indian Navy also participated in the national exhibition in Central Park Maidan in Salt Lake from 24th of 27 August this year to promote knowledge among youth. Many schools and colleges participated in online lectures where details of recruitment options and procedures were explained by a panel of officers. The Navy Welfare and Wellness Association too provided assistance and support to naval families and senior citizens, and also aid to orphanages and old age homes in the city. From a humble offshoot of the Royal Indian Navy in 1947, the Indian Navy of today has grown manifold in its capacity and capability in all three dimensions of surface ships, naval aviation, and the undersea domains. Today's Navy is a credible force with indigenously manufactured and produced combat platforms and equipment with contemporary technology. This has enabled bridge conduct of naval exercises with friendly foreign countries around the globe. The Navy has been manufacturing warship platforms from the 1960s, and from a buyer's Navy, it is transformed to a builder's Navy with 95% of its new fleet being built in Indian shipyards. You may be aware of the various indigenous warship construction programs to reduce dependence on foreign OEMs and possible denial of technology regimes. Indigenization has been given due impetus, and especially in recent times under the Atmanirbhar policy. Presently, major ships and submarines are being built in Indian shipyards, including the Garden Reach Shipbuilders and Engineers Limited here in Kolkata, which will produce 3 multi-mission frigates with almost 80% indigenous content. This is in line with the mission of Atmanirbhar Bharat, Make in India, Skill India, etc. In fact, on 15th of July this year, Sri Rajnath Singh, Honorable Raksha Mantri, was in our city for the launch and naming ceremony of the indigenous frigate Dunagiri, the second in the class, being built at Garden Beach Shipbuilders and Engineering Limited. The Navy has been operating far and wide in recent times, carrying the mantle of naval maritime diplomacy. As a part of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav celebrations, the Indian Navy deployed ships and aircraft to 6 continents for hoisting the Indian tricolor on the 15th of August this year. The operational roles of the Indian Navy on the maritime frontier, other than exercising for war, include surface missions, surface surveillance missions, anti-piracy operations, protection of maritime trade, joint surveillance of exclusive economic zones, coastal defense, coastal security, and various types of search and rescue and relief operations. Towards enhancing the Navy's capability in West Bengal, two fast interceptor craft were recently inducted at Kolkata on 15th of March this year. These armed and fast boats are being regularly deployed for operations along the Hooghly at extended ranges. Coastal security in the state is being achieved by the synergy and support of various stakeholders of the state administration and Coast Guard. Last month, you may be aware, a pan-India coastal security exercise, Sea Vigil 22, was coordinated and conducted by the Indian Navy. As I come to the end of my briefing, the Indian Navy remains steadfast and combat worthy in the service of the nation. Its combat platforms remain ever ready for action, and its personnel remain ever alert, always and every time, in response to any maritime threat or to provide relief to our citizens during natural calamities. In short, we are there for you under the credo of Nation First and Har Kaam Desh Ke Naam. Wish you all healthy and prosperous times ahead. Thank you. Sab Nau Varuna. Jai Hind.
जय हिंद।